Hello, it is St. Patrick's Day here in Texas, Houston, Texas. I am Terry Lynn, Crafting with Terry Lynn, and I just want to do a pre-recorded video on something that I have done that I think you might like. And it is using some leftover coffee out of the coffee pot to change the look of some flowers from Hobby Lobby in the his and hers wedding section to make them look like Sola flowers, the wood flowers that you can get. So I wanted to show you a little bit of that. This recording is probably not going to be put out there until later because I'm going to schedule it for when I'm out of town next month. But just for replay purposes, I wanted to put the date on there. So if you catch the replay, just put hashtag replay in the comments. If you get this on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. So let me switch my camera and show you what I've done. Okay, so here in the kitchen, I have poured my leftover coffee from the coffee pot, and I took these flowers from Hobby Lobby, his and hers. They're $2.99, and you get six in the package. So look, I've already dipped this and it's already dry. And look how the edges looked a little bit darker. And isn't that a pretty rose? And let me show you compared to the one not done. So these were white. See how that looks? I love that one. So if you're doing, vintage or primitive or whatever, you might like that style. You can even take your coffee grunge and go over the edges. You can even do a little bit of paint and mixed with water if you wanted to go over the top with a brush to let that color go down into there. You could do that as well. So you can take your regular acrylic paint and water it down and just brush the top with that color and let it just go down into the flower by itself. Now, let me show you another one. This is this package. So this is a 12 count for $2.99 in the his and hers section. And I did one of the flowers there to show you the difference. See how it did? The tips are a little bit darker coffee, and there's the white one. Okay. And then I did the pink ones in those same little flowers. I dipped these. It's hard to do through the camera. These were, I don't have a before, but they were pink. Let's see. They were pink. Got to be careful when you dip because it will make that green bleed a little bit on the bottom. But I dipped these. So now let me show you me dipping one. How gentle I will do it. And so I grab it and I am just barely putting it in. Okay, so I need a little bit more on this side. This is hard to do through the phone. Just barely. Let me let that focus. I think I'm going to dip. Okay, see how it looks? But it'll dry with the edges, the darker brown. So I'm going to dip this, and I do make my coffee a little strong. So I'm going to let it just stay like that. And by tomorrow, it'll be dried out with the darker edge like this. See how pretty that is? That is just so pretty. And there's the one I just did, and it'll continue, and it will soak up in the areas that are still white. In fact, I can see it soaking up right there on that one, and it'll continue to absorb. And let me show this one up close. See how pretty it just kind of gives it, and those edges are a little bit darker. So that is one way to give that a different look. You can also do, let me switch. Okay, so the coffee grunge, which is, I'm trying to think of the Facebook page. Tracy with the vintage, oh goodness, I go blank. But it's her recipe, so it's not mine, but all the crafters use it. And it's a cup of hot water to a cup of instant coffee. You can use any cheap instant coffee. I think 2 tablespoons of cinnamon and a teaspoon of vanilla. And the cinnamon and vanilla makes it smell amazing, but it also, the cinnamon gives it that more primitive vintage look. So you can use that to brush on these and do the same thing. But I just wanted to show you. So when you've got coffee, and also you can use this coffee to soak your sari silk ribbon. You can soak it in there and then lay it on a cookie sheet and put it in the oven on like 250 for a couple of hours, let it dry it out. So that is another way you can use the coffee. You can also do the coffee grunge for your sari silk as well, or any of your ribbons. So, so I hope this is helpful to keep this in mind when you're, these things go on sale like every other week, the his and her section at Hobby Lobby. So, you know, this is 40 or 50% off when you get these. So this is a package for $2.99 for these flowers. So that, I think that's a great deal for these. I've not bought Sola flowers, the wood flowers. I haven't done those yet, but I need to. So that way I can look and see what, you know, if this is the better value, because to me it's almost the same look. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you give it a try. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.